Hello and welcome back. This is Prettacy Part 8. In this episode or video, Chloe has thrown herself a bachelorette party. So here we have a nice little table set up. She's just placed the food there. And the first guest has already arrived, which is her brother. Don't know if you guys remember him. I pretty much gave him this really rock star haircut. And so right here, I'm going to send Felipe Gomez, which is her future husband, off to watch an equestrian competition so that he doesn't have to sit and watch a whole bunch of dogs being flapped around all over the place. Now, the reason why I didn't record the audio was because the game kept frustrating me. There were many things I didn't like, and, visitors just changing the music all the time, and it just got really annoying. And with all of the cuts and edits, it really wouldn't sound right to hear. It would sound like a mess. I cut the video a lot, tried to make it as smooth as possible. It kept bringing up the different menus. I don't know what was wrong with the game. Basically, I used this on a Mac, and on a Mac it is translated from a Microsoft software to a Mac software very cheaply with a program called Cider. Don't know if a lot of you know what that is. I used it a lot to play Spore, but essentially I gave up on it because there were too many problems running it. And, for an expensive game, it's really not worth all of the frustration, so I just returned it. And I had to use Cider, even though it was already, quote, translated to the Mac in order to be able to play it. And so right here, this is when the party dancer comes, or stripper, and he's a lifeguard, and the only way you notice him is just that he has some red shorts on. His name is Brad Bond, and here I tried to ask him to dance, but there doesn't seem to be an option for that, so I just asked him to hang out. He doesn't have a boom box with him either. Now I'm going to just play some music so you guys can watch what's going on, and then later on I will be talking here and there. Right here, I had dared one of the guests to flirt with the stripper, and it seems to have been working. As you can see, she's talking to him. Her name's Elizabeth Scarborough, I think that's how you pronounce it. And essentially this party, I mean, it felt like a flop to me, but I guess they liked it. I don't know how really The Sims grades how good a party was or not. But to me, it was pretty boring. I mean, there were people outside, coming inside. I mean, it's freezing outside, but people decided to go swimming anyway. And then we're also just upstairs right next to the stereo, even though the entire house was wired with the speakers. And so here, I don't think you noticed it, but I had cut a lot of the video in which I was trying to ask the guests to leave. It just wasn't showing up. And I didn't know how to get it to show up. So I just did my thing. I invited, I asked the future husband to come back home, and just pretty much went back to bed after that. In this same play, I had also gotten them married, but I will upload that video shortly after I edit a lot. Again, the video game is just really frustrating me, and I hope I can find a patch somewhere or something that can just fix what's been going on. If you're wondering what the music is, it is music that is a part of the iMovie for Mac. And if you're wondering where I got the custom content, either leave me a private message, which I'm not sure if you can still do because I haven't gotten any lately. But regardless, if you can, and if it's still available, send a private message on YouTube. And also, if I don't get around to it, leave a comment and I'll give you a link to where I have found them, or email them to you myself, if they are small enough. Now, I do have many mods for this game, particularly mods that just help the everyday life of a sim. In this case, getting people employed so that the billionaires in the game don't suddenly go bankrupt and just disappear. I mean, I'm sure it's possible that rich kids just inherit all this money and decide never to work in their lives, but in the game it just really makes no sense. So NRaas mod are the mods that I use, and you can find that just by googling it. Now, he no longer makes mods, but I'm just letting you know this inside the video and not in the description, because I know a lot of you don't read the description, and it's very disheartening when I answer questions that are already in the description. But however, I will put this information in the description as well. So if you didn't read it then, you heard it now. And so here is also a part of the video in which I tried to get people to leave, but they just weren't. Check out Chloe's PJs. I really like the pajama set. I know that came with seasons, I believe. Yeah, came with seasons, and it's just so cute. I love it. You know, it's a onesie, and it's just so adorable. So here the stripper's like, hey, you know, I'm just hanging out right now, and he's leaving, and then someone else left, and then I finally got Felipe to dismiss the guests. So I will stop recording here, and I will upload the next video shortly.